welcome to another episode of What's in the Box. Today I decided to do a purchase of something that I've already really purchased the real one of, the official Super Nintendo Mini. And I wanted to see what the Wish knockoff version of this thing was going to look like, and what it came with, and how compatible it would be with today's technology. So today, What's in the Box episode is the Super Nintendo, also the Entertainment System Mini thing with 620 classic games built in, and it's supposed to look like the Super Nintendo Mini. So that's what it looks like. The box looks pretty good. It's fairly decently packed, but it doesn't plug into HDMI. It goes back to your old RCA cables. So I decided, because if I want to plug this in and show you guys on the screen, my capture card's HDMI. How am I supposed to plug something that uses archaic plugins and record the screen? So I had to go down the road of purchasing a mini AV2 to HDMI converter, which converts from input of RCA and comes out with the HDMI. Alright, so what's in the box of this Super Nintendo Mini Entertainment System knockoff from Wish? Well, let's have a look. So open it up. It's got two controllers for the console, and they feel okay. They feel a little cheap, but they don't feel extremely cheap. I've felt a lot cheaper in plastic wise. They don't have much. They do have a little bit of weight to them, but not much. And you'll notice they take the old school controller plug, which you'd have on your Atari 2600 or your Commodore 64 or your Atari game system, or sorry, your Sega game system. Took plugs very similar to this. So what else do you get in this box? So you get a USB to Australian AU outlet, which is actually quite good, because usually when you're getting things from China, they don't come with these kind of an adapter, but this actually did. Alright, so we've got an adapter, we've got two controllers, we've got a very small plug to these three, so it's RCA to 3 1/4, I think it is, jack. So that will now go to our converter. But what else is in here? Okay, yep, look, here it is. Here's the Mini. Let's move this aside. Now, it does feel very light. I mean, extremely light for what it is. It does have a little LED on the front, has the controller 1 and 2 ports, and they're marked accordingly. It has a reset button, which you can see it says reset in the plastic, and the power has it on the power side as well, but it doesn't say a little red light on which side is on and which side is off. The top is solid, the bottom is solid, it's got a few air vents here, and the back side, it's got your 3 1/4 and your power for your USB. But it also comes with instructions, which, you know, you hope for these things occasionally. So, user's guide for a GC21P user manual for Super Mini SFC. I don't know what SFC stands for, but Super Mini SFC TV control console. We've got... Actually, this is pretty good. It's in English. That is actually pretty good. And it has a picture of the diagram on the back. And it's supposed to have, well, it says on the front of the box, 620 games. Now, I've read a few of the comments of when people have purchased these, and some of these games are duplicated. Now, I don't know if it's duplicated because, you know, back in the day, people had a game and for instance, the Super Nintendo had Star Wing released in Australia, but it was called Fox Wing in America. Now, is it the same style thing where you've got the the US game and the Australian game, and then you've got the Japanese game, and you know, because they're all named a different thing, but they are actually intended to be the exact same game. Are they on here multiple because of that? Well, there's a long list of 620 games. They're all here. I'll take a photograph and put them up for you. Right, so the next thing is, how much did it cost me? This console in a box and shipped to me was $32 Australian, which for if it's got 620 games and it works okay, it's going to be okay. But the main part I want to see is this thing going to have a decent menu? Is it easy to plug and play? As you just saw then, I had to quickly just push down one of the stickers because it was lifting. Is it going to last a long time compared to another console which you can purchase, which is a name brand one like that has Nintendo written on it? Or is this just, you know, something you'll be able to play for 5 minutes and then throw it in the bin because it stops working? Well, we'll see if we're going to get something out of that. I'm going to quickly play this game now for you. Alright, so it's now time to find out how fast this fake Super Nintendo Mini actually takes to boot. Alright, I've got it all plugged in. It's plugged in, I've got a camera here, it's timing, and a camera that's going to capture the video as well. Alright, let's see. Instantaneous. Instantaneous. Alright. There's a lot of games here. Alright. Street Fighter 2010. Alright. See if I can do this. Oh, I died. I just died. Alright, well, we know it boots really quick. And there's a lot of games on here. Let's see if we can figure a few things out. Alright. How do I go back? Alright, so I think I have to push the reset button on the machine. Yeah, it brings us back. Alright. Chipdale 1, Chipdale 3. Okay, I'm trying to find Mario Brothers on here. If this is supposed to be a rip-off of the Super Nintendo, it should have that somewhere, hey. Doc. Right. Okay. This is stage 1. What do I have to do? Oh, it broke. Okay, this game's crap. I'm trying another one. Oh, it brings you back to this menu. Oh, I can go back up. I can go upwards. Oh, good. How about that? Alright, it's interesting. I'm trying to see any of these games that I actually know. Oh, there's Duck. Let's see if this is the same Duck. It is. So yeah, they have put games on here twice because we just saw this game earlier and I went backwards, so yeah. Alright. I don't think there's many games that I thought I would remember, because if I look at the actual Super Nintendo one that I purchased, there was a few other things in there that I would remember. Yeah, it's going to be interesting game to have a look at. But look, there's a lot of interesting old, you know, really 8-bit games. But I don't know if I really endorse this. It's a bit of fun. Oh, I just squished my egg. Alright. Let's finish up there. Alright, so I'm fairly happy with this console. It's not exactly what I would have expected of buying a Super Nintendo. If I wanted a Super Nintendo, go out and buy yourself a Super Nintendo. If you want to play this with the 620 games that some might be duplicated, go ahead and play these 620 games that some might be duplicated, because there's still some interesting old games in here that look to be quite fun. Alright, well, I'm going to pass you back over to the other Craig, who is still sitting at the kitchen bench. Passing me over back to me, thanks Craig. Now, if you've seen anything you like in these videos, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget any comments, questions, or maybe other consoles that are of the fake wish list kind, if you want me to try them. Leave it in the comments below. Now, I do have a few of the other consoles. So I've got the C64 original, I've got the Nintendo Entertainment System Mini original, and I'm looking at getting the Sony Entertainment System, the PS1 Mini. Yeah, PS1 Mini original as well. So if you want me to try the Wish knockoffs of this particular of those consoles, leave it in the comments below, and I'll get onto those, because you know, I want to find out, can a $32 console beat a $160 console? And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and get notified when I do these What's in the Box episodes of my daily vlogs, early score, cooking with Craig, card maintenance, checkout basket, you name it, I film it, it ends up on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button. And until next time, see you in the next video.